Do you ever get tired of doing a whole lot of nothing? Because today was literally a whole lot of nothing. So where do I even begin with the way today started? Traffic this morning somehow still made it to work on time. Don't even know how. I arrived at work at 8:45 on the dot. So, hey, that is progress. So we're arriving on work on time during traffic. So, something's been going on lately with all roadworks. That's probably what explains it. Today at work was just a whole lot of nothing. Like, sure, it was like tech support, selling phones outright for people that wanted to buy them, answering questions, checking people's like contracts to find out when they're due an upgrade, what phones they want to look at getting, that they didn't want to do today, which I understand, but it's like, then you'll have people that come in with like 1 year into the contract and they have like 2 years to go, and they're like, oh, I thought it was sooner than that. I'm like, no, I remember serving you. You came in a year ago. You're not due until 2027 at the minimum. 2028 if you think about it. So it was basically that. We sold no contracts today as far as I'm aware. My colleague could have sold one when I left. I checked this morning, he didn't sell one as soon as I left, so we ended on 15 yesterday. So today, I want to still say we're on 15. I could go in tomorrow and find out we're actually on 16 or 17. Preferably would be nice to see 16 on the board on the tracking system we use. That would be nice. Had to do a few changes around the shop. Had to put the new poster up because poster change for the Google phone. So that was fun. Had to put a price label out, like a sticker that says, oh, claim back on some money. You know, the usual stuff. Other than those few changes, not a whole lot happened. Yeah, probably one of the slowest days we've had in a while. It's basically been ask us some questions. It's like a Q&A session in there this week, for today. Bumped into a few friends that I know from outside of work who came in shopping. Had to fix one of my friends' number transfers because somewhere went wrong, so we fixed that. Hopefully, she has her number back by tomorrow. If not, she'll give me a ring and we'll deal with it again tomorrow. Funny thing happened with Storm today. Basically, we put on a thing on the TV, this like fish game, where the fish swim around on the screen, and the cat will watch the fish and sometimes tap the screen to get the fish. We put it on the TV because we've done it on our phones and he taps the screen. We put his cat tree near the TV, enough distance away so he couldn't like tap the screen or claw at the screen. He decided to jump off his cat tree towards the TV and fell to the floor. We laughed because the fact that he tried to jump for the fish, climbed back up the cat tree and sat there and perched and just watched. Which was like the funniest thing that we had seen from him. Mind you, he's a chaotic little shit. He's full of chaotic moments. Coco came down this evening and was looking around through the glass door trying to see if she could find him because he was currently asleep in my arms at this point. He tuckered himself out, perched in my arm. Well, he was on my lap, so I picked him up and just held him and just kept rubbing his head, and he was just like fast asleep. So I was like, well, he's knocked out. Coco is like looking through the door like, where is he? Or I want to go in here. But then we opened the door and she ran upstairs, so she's currently in my parents' room at the moment, fast asleep herself. She might scratch at that door later to ask to come in. She was in here this afternoon, sleeping on my bed, because I came home from work, found it up here, on this green blanket, which is my green blanket, but I let Coco use it, because it's silk, and she likes silk. I want to say it's silk, but it's not. It's like wool. It's literally wool, but it feels soft and silky. She likes this. It's warm because when I sleep with it on, she'll sleep on my feet. Like, not by my feet, not near my feet. She'll sleep on my feet. My feet could be right here. She won't lay right there normally. No, she'll lay on there. There's, like, right here. This is where she'll lay. So sometimes I toss in my sleep. So the next thing I know is when I'm going like that, I now have a cat on my leg. And I get the grumpy growl or hiss because she's old and I moved. Like, how am I supposed to know she's there if I've just woken up from a nap and I can barely feel my legs after being on there for so long? It's almost like it's my fault that she's mad. I had money come back into my account of about 150, so that's good. I got £150. Wow. $150 back in my account because it came through in an American currency. So I have 150 in my savings again. I get paid in like 3 or 4 hours. Obviously, for respect reasons, I won't name the business I work for because I don't need to do that, and never mind, I can't check my app because apparently I'm getting too many requests. But other than that, no, not a whole lot happened today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, where your boy gets paid. I also do have to pay a friend for the work he did on those animations for the upcoming Then We Fight videos, which is fine. He knows about my situation where I said to him that I don't get paid till the 25th of this month. I will pay you when I get paid. And he said that's fine. Because I just wanted to get those animations there. Then I will speak to Thomas about getting this next Then We Fight video posted, and then I'll be working on more Then We Fight videos with friends. But, yeah, today was just basically tech support day, plus dealing with the few bills that went out today, which explains why I'm in overdraft, and then everything will be right as rain tomorrow, when I have money in my account again, and then I can pay more things. I still have to pay into the next deposit off of this camera. I've already paid the first month on there, so I've got 5 more months to go. I'm most likely going to put another 116 towards this camera, because it's a $699 camera. For you Americans watching, it's easy to just use American currency, because my audience is mostly American, so $700 camera. Easier to just pay off the camera in monthly installments. I have like 6 months to do so, and then boom, this camera is mine. I did it monthly because it was easier than just buying it. Plus, I didn't have the money at the time, and I didn't want to use my main camera for this kind of stuff. But it's fine. I will talk about the Switch 2 here in a second. Was gonna pre-order the Switch 2, can't pre-order the Switch 2. Why? Because that bitch is sold out everywhere. So it looks like I'm getting a Switch 2 a little later than I thought. Unless I can find one that's on pre-order. Yep, it's unavailable everywhere. Which means I might not get my hands on a Switch 2 for a while. I knew when the Switch 2 went on to pre-order, it was going to sell out quick. Problem is, I didn't know when they were going on pre-order. I thought they were going on pre-order today, being the 24th of April. Turns out they went on pre-order 8th of April. So I didn't even know. I was assuming because I saw somewhere online saying pre-orders start April 24th. Turns out that's not the case, and pre-orders went live 8th of April, according to Nintendo's website. So, me being the idiot here, completely forgot. Which means Jordan doesn't get to pre-order the Switch 2. Jordan will be getting a Switch 2 probably when they're released. Because I want to get a Switch 2 before ZA comes out, because I haven't exactly pre-ordered ZA yet. I was going to, but then my local game store said, no, don't do that. Pre-ordering, we don't do pre-orders no more. Pre-order it off of like another website, which I can't remember if I pre-ordered it from another website. Probably didn't. So I haven't even pre-ordered ZA yet, which means I'm probably it sounds like a stupid thing. What I'm ending up going to do is I'm going to probably buy a digital copy on Switch 1, get a physical copy for Switch 2. So yeah, I own the game twice. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I own ZA twice. I own Legends Arceus twice. I've got 2 copies of Legends Arceus. 1 digital, 1 physical. So that way I can play Legends Arceus twice because I wanted it on 2 Switches. I own Scarlet twice because Vin gave me their physical copies of Scarlet and Violet, which was quite nice, being Scarlet and Violet were being the first games that I never went out of my way to bought. I was given them. I bought Scarlet digitally the day of it released because I was in America when Scarlet and Violet dropped. Vin then gave me their physical copies, and I remember this because the action figure. So, the action figure. This bad boy only came if you pre-ordered the game. I did. I had money in the account. They told me that I didn't, so they cancelled my pre-order. So, I went on some website, I think it was eBay or Etsy or somewhere. I paid $120 for that figurine, which was the exact same price as buying the games, both of them. And I just said, fuck it. I've been given the games by my partner. My partner wants a controller in exchange for those games, which I'm like, was a good trade. Because A, my partner loves me, and B, getting 2 games and just giving them a controller that they wanted out of it was like, you know what, it's what you want. I'm not going to say no to that. You're giving me 2 games that I want. I now have 120 in my account to do whatever I want with. This figurine costs the exact same amount as if I was buying both games. Sure, I'll buy the figurine. So it got sent to my home address while my parents are here. It was put in my room. As soon as I came back home from visiting my partner, boom, that thing went on my display unit, which was quite nice. Quite disappointed to hear that ZA at the moment doesn't have any like pre-order bonus, because I would love to have like Prism Tower and even an Eternal Flower Floette with a Z statue. That would be cool. Gonna laugh if I come back to this vlog several months later and be like, hey yo, they did release a Prism Tower figurine, I got it. Because I'll be like, me back in April, you predicted shit. But yeah, I don't think, no, Legends Arceus did get the, you know, they're probably going to do something for it. Sword and Shield got like the Gen 8 starters. Scarlet and Violet obviously got the Gen 9 starters. PLA got the Hisuian Pokeball. So I wouldn't put it past them if the leaks are correct and we get like a Mega Zygarde, there'll probably be a Mega Zygarde figurine or just Prism Tower. Prism Tower probably the safer bet, because they could just say, hey, we already made a Prism Tower figurine before, let's just make it on the smaller scale and re-release that shit. Which I wouldn't put them past them to do, but knowing then they're probably going to do like Zygarde wrapped around the Prism Tower. That would be cool, with some like mega energy leaking out. That would be a nice figurine. Nintendo, hire me as your like marketing designer. Spitting balling ideas. Just take that idea and give me credit for it. I don't know. But what I am going to do is I am going to wrap it up here, get this vlog posted, because it doesn't take me like an hour to edit these things. And then this will go out before I go to bed, because I want to wrap up in bed and watch more of this anime before I head to bed, because I'm going to be up again early for work. But I will catch you all tomorrow.